Hi everyone, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to make banana oat cakes. This is a recipe from the Good Food Real Results program. It is also just available on our website, but it is part of the Good Food Real Results program and it is one of our family favorites. So I wanted to share it with you today. So the first thing I'm going to do is I don't have fresh berries today, so I'm going to heat up my berries so that we have a nice warm berry sauce to go on top of our pancakes today. So I'm putting this in the rectangular steamer without the lid, because if you put the lid on, it's going to bubble up over top and make your microwave a huge mess. You can also do this on the stove if you prefer, or you can just put it in a microwave safe bowl and stick it in the microwave and heat it up that way. So I'm going to put this in for about 3 minutes. I'll be right back. 3 minutes. There we go. Okay, and then the next thing I'm going to make is some Greek yogurt with our chocolate truffle dip mix. So this is going to go on top of our pancakes. Now you can use syrup or you can use any other sweet dip. And because I have about a third of the container here, I'm just gonna put it right in the container. Why dirty another dish, right? So you can put as much as you want. I put about a tablespoon in there and I'm just gonna stir that up and let it sit while I make my pancakes, because it will make the flavors just infuse nicely. And I might stir it again just before I put it on. I'll just show you this beautiful chocolate color. And what's so great about these sweet dips is that there's only, I think it is for 1 teaspoon, there's only 3 grams of sugar. So that's way less than if you were to buy a container of yogurt that has, that's flavored. So there you go, that's what it looks like. So I'll just let that sit, and that's gonna go on top of my pancakes today. Okay, following the recipe, I forgot my bananas. This is actually called banana oat cakes. Okay, I'll grab my bananas. Okay, so I have 3 fairly ripe bananas here, ready to go into the blender. So I'm gonna put, it calls for 2, but I'm gonna use my 3 because this is for 2, I think it serves 2 people. Serves 2 people. So it's only the 3 of us this morning for breakfast. So I'm gonna do an extra half. But usually I double this recipe for my family. Okay, so I got 3 bananas in there and 3 eggs. And if you don't have egg whites, then I just put in a little bit more egg, another egg, or I've also added milk before because sometimes I don't have egg whites. So the next ingredient is egg whites, and it's 1/4 cup. So I'm gonna do 1/4 cup here, and then another 1/4 of that. So another 1/8 cup. Here's your math for you. Okay, and then I'm going to do a teaspoon of a sweet dip. So I'm just gonna use chocolate truffle because that's what I have sitting right here. So 1 teaspoon and a bit of that using my 4-in-1 spice spoon. And this is 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. So as you can see, this recipe is super duper easy with very few ingredients, which is awesome. And then I have the Epicure apple pie spice. Now this is totally optional. You could use cinnamon if you want instead. I'm just gonna sprinkle some of that in there. We like to have that cinnamony flavor. Well, the apple pie spice has cinnamon in it. And we're going to use our quick oats. So here's my bag of quick oats. Gluten-free if you need it. These are not gluten-free. And it calls for 1/2 cup. I'm gonna put in a full cup because I just want mine a little bit thicker. I find that sometimes these are a little bit on the thin side. So I like to add a little bit more oats to it. And then I'm gonna put my lid on and mix that up. noise? I think it's done. So I'll show you what the batter looks like. There it is, ready to go. Now I'm gonna take it over to my grill here. And this has been heating up. I'll put you in a good position here where you can see the grill as well as a little bit of me. So I've been heating it up on low to medium heat. And I'm going to add some coconut oil here, just to put on the pan to make it nice and greasy for my pancakes. And there we go. And then, now I always find the first batch is always, I don't know if you guys find this, but I find the first batch never turns out how I like it. So here we go, I'm gonna demo the first batch. Smart idea, huh? And all I do is take my batter and I pour it on like this. And you can make shapes if you want to, if you're all so inclined. You could also let the batter sit for a minute. I have done that before, and it is turns out nicely if you let it sit for about 5 minutes before you put it on the grill. And we'll wait for those to poof up, and we'll check our fruit to make sure that that's melted. If not, we'll pop it in for another minute. I put it in for 2 minutes. And I'm sorry, I'm concentrating so hard on what I'm doing here so I don't put too much batter on. There we go. So my griddle does 8 pancakes, which is pretty handy. It's harder if you have just a frying pan. I love my griddle pan. You might have an electric one. Whatever you have is perfect. So I'm gonna pop over here. You can come with me and we'll check our, ooh, hello. It's nice lighting behind me now. We'll check the berries here. There they are. I think I'm gonna do just 1 more minute, or maybe even just like 30 seconds, maybe 45, so that I can smush them up. So they're a nice mushy thing for the top of my pancakes. And now I'm gonna make sure I have all of my toppings over here ready to put on to my pancakes. Oopsie, dropping things. Sorry, you probably just licked up my nose. Sorry about that. Okay, so now I'm back over at my pancakes, and these ones look like they're ready to flip. So I'm gonna flip these over, and ta-da, they look delish. These ones aren't quite ready. How you're gonna know that pancakes are ready, if you don't already, is that you're gonna start to see some bubbling happening. Like the bubbles are gonna start to pop. I don't know if you can see very well if I bring you over like this, and you can start to see bubbles coming up, like this one over here. And once it's at that point, then you are ready to flip them over. There, that's good. There we go. Nice and golden brown. The ones at the top of my griddle always get cooked a little bit faster because it's the bigger element. And the front of my griddle is a little bit harder because it's my smaller element. There we go. Okay, so I'm almost ready. Gonna grab my fruit here. And I'm gonna turn you this way so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna mash up my berries here. You don't have to mash them up, I just like to because it mixes all the juices together, because there's a little bit of water, right, that is in the fruit. And one little trick that I have for keeping my pancakes nice and warm when I'm cooking the rest of them is I put them on a plate and I put them in the microwave. I don't turn the microwave on, I just put them on a plate in the microwave. And that keeps them nice and warm. They basically heat up inside, or they stay warm inside the microwave, which I find super handy to keep them nice and ready for when I'm ready to serve the rest of them. So these are all done. I'm gonna just pile them there so that they don't burn. And I'm gonna show you how to dress it up. So here we go, if you can see that. There's the pancakes. And all you do is take, got everything in my way here. Okay, so you take your pancakes and you add your yogurt on top, like so. And add some berries on top of that, and then you enjoy. And I'll show you a picture of this gorgeousness right here. There we are. Delish. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Have a great day.